And good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the September 4th edition of Morning Mindset. I'm your host, Todd. How are you doing today, folks? It's the first show of September. I know summer's still here to, the 22nd, but fall, right? It's fall. Do you agree with that? September 1st marks fall. That's when you can, you're okay getting anything pumpkin. You have already, tried to purchase every Halloween piece that you could. You missed out because, you waited on it. Yeah, that ran into me this weekend. But fall's here. So what does that mean? Christmas is on its way. Are you ready for it? Are you? Are you ready for it? I think we're not. I know we're not. I know we're not ready for it. It's like fall's here. What's next? What do we need to do? Fourth quarter will be here. What's next? What do you need to do? That's what we're going to talk about today, on plans that we have. We did some big things this week. We'll talk about how last week ended, how this week is starting off. And you guys are the most important part of the show because without you, there is no show. So I need to know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and how the weather is in your area. It's chilly out this morning. It's like 50-some degrees. So I had to put on the hoodie. Brr, it was a little chilly out there. What do we got in the drink? Sparkling orange Celsius this morning. And then what is I feel one of the most important things? 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? That's right. You make your list. Check it twice. You're either going to be naughty or nice. So do what you need to do. For us, we've got DTF orders that need to go out. We've got artwork that we need to work on. We've got stores that need to get built out. We've got supplies that need to be ordered. And then we have our calls. If you're not in our mentorship community, we have that call. I will put the link up for that, so you are able to join us if you would like to join us. So let me find that banner and drop that bad boy down there. Only $20 a month. We do calls multiple times a week. We've got that at 9:30 day, and then we'll work on your business Wednesday. We open up and just have an open Zoom room from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to 3 Central Standard Time. I will be now. Wednesdays are the days that our kids get out of school early. Today, 1:55, so I'll take off about an hour and a half early from that, but the room will still be open. During that, my number one goal during that call is to get all of our past calls uploaded and put on here. I had issues with Zoom not letting me download stuff, and what it was corrupt, so figured out everything with there. We're going to download all those today. We're going to get them uploaded on that. That's my goal during that Zoom call, and if I get some of these stores open there. So that's what we got. How is everybody doing today? Let me know. Let's talk. Let's see how you're doing. Renee, good morning. 63 in Chicagoland, on the way to 88. Water in the bottle. Caramel. Ooh. Is now, how do we type this out so it makes sense? Are we a caramel person or a caramel person? Caramel or caramel? Which person are we? Caramel on the stove and coffee brewing. What do you make with caramel? That sounds really good. Sarah, good morning to you. 57 and sunny. Coffee in the cup. Water in the bottle. Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota. 62. Partly cloudy. Water in the bottle. 5 things. Quotes. Organized interfacing. Insurance appointment. Sewing alterations. Work on the business. Barb's got a hello or a hi to Renee and Sarah. Renee right back to Barb and Sarah. Morning. Sarah's got purchasing, emails, social media, and 5, get more things moved, situated, and figured out the new place. That's right, because Sarah's got a new place. She was able to get in there and start putting stuff. So I can't wait for her to show off the pictures of that. Tell us more about it and, the experiences that go along with that. So super excited on that. And I have to wait to order supplies till Sarah places her order, so I know what supplies I need to order, because I know I don't put this out there enough. I know I need to. But did you know that we cut HTV, like glitter HTV, puff HTV, all that specialty stuff? Yeah, most people don't. I have a whole price list built for it and all. I need to put that on my goal thing to have on the Shopify store. So I'm going to add that to my list. Pricing, because I'm not sure how to do the matrix on it for HTV Shopify. So it's something that I will look at too and make happen from there. Morning, Barb and Sarah from Renee. I already got that one. Yeah, that's where it was. Morning, Renee and Barb from Sarah. That's where it is. Cindy, good morning to you. It's 52 out, and I'm loving it. And I'm drinking a caramel apple latte. Ooh, fancy. Today is all about loading up for toy show that I'm a vendor for this weekend. Toy show that you're a vendor at. What is the toy show that you're at? We went to Backwater Gamblers on Sunday night, and they do a vendor show twice a year. Booth, I think, was only like $30, and if you needed power, it was an extra 10, and you needed something else, it was an extra 10. And they had 6 12 booths. And the ones that were hopping, of course, were the ones that kind of had food in there. The what's the freeze dried candy, what nuts? There was quite a few, or not quite a few, but there was a handful of the MLMs. But I was like, "Ooh, this really isn't a bad thing." Can I get some? Can I get some information in it and do it? So we'll see. Brian, good morning to you. 57 headed to 82. Sunny Mountain Dew. 5 things. Uh, 5 things. Email. Check on DTF order. Order look good. Order is in. Order is in the queue, homie. Embroidery, designs, finished menus. That's what we got. Kelly Bell, good morning. 61 in Missouri. Love the cooler mornings. Water in the cup. And 5 things. Cut some vinyl, press some shirts. Hope the tech will come to fix out that printer again. Oh, are we still having issues? Or is this, no, this is a continuation, right? Because we're going to come back. Social media, work on the business. Jerry's here. I can't say what I bought yesterday. I can't say what I spent money on. So I'll ask a question on that. Morning, tea in the cup, 60-ish degrees in Ohio. So we got check in. Remember, this show is nothing without you. So add your questions, comments, concerns. This is your time to shine, baby. I want to know what we can do to help you out. Questions, anything with that. So this past last week was a difficult week for me. I was just dealing with some personal issues, and it's hard to deal with those personal issues when your partner in crime is out of the country. So I was trying to handle a lot of those myself, and it definitely affected my, what's the word I'm looking for? My presentation of myself, because I really tried to hold stuff in, and I let kind of that emotional side come out of me. So for those that reached out to me, thank you very much for doing so. It was just I go through those ups and downs, and that's those things I just need to figure out. I think we all do that, and it's okay to be scared. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to to be pissed off about something. It's okay to scream. It's okay to swear. It's okay to let it out. It's not okay to dwell on it. It's, figure out what the problem is, fix the problem, move on. What's in the past is done. Let's just start with it. What's in the past is done. You either can choose to move on from it or let it eat at you forever. Now, that doesn't mean you have to, forgive and forget. You just, forgive. You don't have to forget. Just move on from it. Don't continuously go back to it as your fail safe for anything of, this is why this isn't working out because of this. No, let's get over that. Let's figure out new solutions to the new problems that have come up, and then worry about the problems that already happened that really can't be changed. If you can't do it, then maybe this isn't for you. Maybe we had to fire some customers last week. Maybe we had to fire ourselves on some things last week. But it all came together as the week went on, and things worked. And this weekend, it was a holiday weekend. We had a great weekend. Corey, they flew in Friday night, and where we are, we're not too far from our airport. So, if anybody has seen the map of where I say, we live like 2 blocks off the river, and then across the river down a little way is where the airport is. So as long as planes are coming in the correct way, by the correct way, I mean, coming in from east to west, then and landing on that run strip, then we're able to see the planes come home. So we were able to watch Corey's plane land, and we had the golf cart all lit up. And I didn't think about that before they had left. I was like, hey, if look out the window, but they did. And she's like, were you on the golf cart with all the and the lights all on? We're like, yeah. She goes, I saw you from the plane. So that made the kids excited. They were to see her plane land and do that. Saturday was it's kind of just a catch up day because Corey was gone for the week. Here's what we got going on with stuff. I think it was Bash in Berlin for WWE. Hudson had a ball watching that, so we watched that together, and then we continued on with we're grilling out. We had a great time there. Sunday we got together with friends and we went to the ski show, so that was fun. Add more lights to the golf cart. And I'll have to get a nighttime video of everything lit up now. And then Monday we did a cookout with some friends and had a ball there. So it was a busy family fun weekend. That nice recharge that to get back to where things need to be. A nice reset, and that's what we needed. Hard week, pushed through that, kept making things work. Overcame those obstacles and just pushed through it. And that's what we had to do. We had to do that. I had to look at some really hard things for myself And even now, we're going through stuff of just, is this worth doing? Is this not worth doing? Is this worth promoting? It's not worth promoting. We've got our hands in quite a few different things on the business side of things. And I think I'd lost clarity of what we needed to do and how we need to do it. And I don't know if other people have fallen to that same thing. So I got to ask, what are you willing to pay to get back on track? A couple $100, $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5, 10, 15, 20,000. If somebody could give you a system to help you get back on track, to find clarity, to hold you accountable, to do things like that, what would that take? And as so I signed up for something. It was not, depending on your level of what you consider expensive or not, to me, it was not cheap, but I look at it as an investment in our business and myself, and we have to do it. As we start this journey with this new program, I think we're going to do 2 8-week sessions of it. So that pretty much takes us right through the end of the year. I will share those things along with you guys here. If you're in the mentorship community, I will share a lot more about it because, I want the ups and the downs, the ins and outs of it. And that way, if I say, hey, yeah, this is worth it, then, hey, this is worth it for you. I won't share a whole lot here because, yeah, if it's not good, it's not good. And it's just that. But in the mentorship community, we will be sharing more what it is. I'll tell you, who I'm with, how much it's costing me, and, what we expect from that. Because we got goals to set. Remember, we said by the end of 2025, we're going to be at 300K. And actually, after, talking more and doing our call, there's no reason that can't be, closer to 5 or 6 after we kind of laid out a framework of things. So it was setting that if we want the goal to be 7 figures, what do we need to do and backwards at? And I've said that for years when it comes to things. What's your goal? And how can we backwards math from it? How many things do we have to sell for this? How many things do we got to do? And my biggest thing is getting an alignment of what we do, because we do have, the wholesale print side of things, the retail print side of things, the retail storefront. We do most of all of our team stores, bulk orders, things come through there. And then, we have the social media aspect of it. So, the influencer, the paid sponsorships, excuse me, affiliate links are there. So we've got our hands on a lot of things, and how can we, we juggle all those? Because don't know if you know this or not, I'm not a good juggler. So I gotta make sure that's going on with it. All right, let's check in and keep checking in here. Rena, good morning to you. 75 already this morning. We'll be over 100 today. Ooh, that is hot for you. George, good morning to you, my friend. Tim, good morning. Toledo 56 feels so good out here tinning, drinking Hexus energy drink. I got a couple cases at the tinning event. That's how Alani, that's how we got Corey kind of found that, was because when we were at one of the shows, they were giving it out. She's like, I really like this. So yeah, that works. Jerry's 5 things: doctor visits, pick up supplies, meet with contractors, invoicing, finish shirts, design new orders, fix a broken embroidery machine. I thought, weren't we fixing that last week? Or were we waiting for parts? More stuff, same stuff. Tim's 5 things. What don't have to do. Still catching up from being gone for a week, but tinning and opening a store, ordering prints and products from the store closing, and so much more. Hey, make the list. Check it off, right? Jerry, definitely figured out. I think I can do everything, so I need to fine tune what I'm doing. I can't do it. I can't do it all. And I've said that for years. I want to build to a spot that I am comfortable on our level of what we can do. And then I need to work with partners to be able to grow from there, because I can't do everything. We've got an embroiderer that we work with that handles all of our embroidery work. We've got wide format printers that handle our overflow, or if there's jobs that we don't want to do because we're doing other things, we're working on that. DTF side of things, we have overflow set up for that. So if we're not printing, we have somebody printing for us. And that's kind of where I want to be with things. Is there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much of me. So if I can have my hand in working with good partners on things, I can spend more time working on sales and less time working on production. So then I go from being, a technician of this machine to a salesperson for the company. And then I can put somebody in place of me, and I can just be the face of the company. I can do the marketing, continue to do the videos. I continue to expand and build the brand that way. So that's kind of step one, is where are our faults? Where are things that we need to work on? What are things we don't need to do? Well, a lot of people don't know that we do yard signs and banners and decals. And decals was a huge thing for us for many years, many years of it. And then as as in 2020, when we started transitioning from the printed HTV side, because we did a boatload of that, because there weren't a whole lot of options for full color graphics for low volume. We moved into DTF. That side of that business went away, but also so did the decal stuff because we didn't focus on it as much. And so I need to get back into that because we have the equipment. What's the thing? We have the tools to fix it. So I need to be promoting more of that. I need to be listening to myself more and sticking to my guns more when it comes to pricing, when it comes to products that we're pushing. And, we just need to work things out. And that's why, getting with, a mentor and saying, yep, I'm ready to invest X in it. Let's see what happens. And, that's step one. Step one is I acknowledge the problem. We don't know what we're doing well. Like I know what I can do, but how do I get to this next level? How is the best way to handle this? Do I do more of this? Do I focus on this? It's just my focus is kind of scattered right here, and I need to tighten it up so I know what we're doing. Let's see. Jerry, congratulations on investing in your business and you, Todd. Thanks, Jerry. Do you think you're getting too what? Getting what? Too sad? Too diversified? I don't think so. I think for us, it was like when we were really focusing on the printed side of things, signs, banners, decals, we did really, really well with it. I mean, that was a huge chunk of our business. And we still have those customers that religiously will buy their signs, banners, and decals from us. But new customers only know us as DTF. They don't know that we offer all these other side things, magnets, one-way vision, reflective. They don't know that. I think a lot of people don't know that we offer, the cut HTV transfers. Sorry, a transfer sliding down from the color chart, trying to match colors. But, they don't know that we offer these other things. And then I feel stupid because I'm like, yeah, we offer that. I feel stupid when I see our friends post, hey, does anybody know where I can get a banner made? And I'm like, yeah, dude, we've been friends for how long and you don't know that we do banners? It's on me. It's on me for not posting those things out there. So to get back to that, where people know that, yeah, we can do the yard signs. Yeah, that we can do the signs, the banners, the decals, the magnets, all of those things I need to do. We're that full service print shop. We need to have, even on apparel side of things, people see us do a lot of, custom gang sheets and that, but our ready to press transfers, it was every week we were posting about those and we haven't, and we've seen those sales drop. So what do I need to do? I need to find focus, and walking through and talking through with people definitely helps me out. Being held accountable will help me out. And so I'm really looking forward to, making that work for it. Rudin has, same issue. Parts came in, still broke. Will be fixed soon. I cannot do it all. That's my admission. Yeah, I know I can't. And so I need help doing it. And that's where I did. I need help doing it because I suck at it. I suck at trying to do it all. When it was in my call, they're like, what do you do with email marketing? I said, don't. I started to, but I really wasn't seeing the return I wanted to see on it for what I was putting in it. And then we basically were using it to, promote the morning mindset and the Tuesday with Todd's. We haven't done Tuesdays with Todd for a while because that's sporadic of, just life and everything going on in there. I need to get back into the groove of that and make it work. But the only that does is if I sit down and I create a schedule of a plan, like this is what we're going to do. We're going to start showing this off. We're going to start pushing for this. This is what we're working on. This is when the show is going to be. This is the scripts, and becoming more a flow like that with it. I make excuse after excuse after excuse of not doing it. And now this is my time to accept that responsibility, that the reason these things haven't happened is because of me. I am 100% making excuses on why something is not getting done instead of coming up with solutions. I would push this over to here to bring that over here. And, I can't work on this because I still have this over here. No, it's because I don't really necessarily, my heart's not in that. So I'm not pushing for it. It's a me issue. I got to work on myself because if I'm not happy in here, how can I be happy out here? How can I be happy in the business? How can I be happy with everything that we're doing? So I need to get my head right. I need to get back into that headspace of here's what it is. And a lot of it started with just the lists. Here's what I'm going to get done every day. Here's what I'm going to do every day. And it's not all sunshines and rainbows. Like, we still have $0 days. That is not an uncommon occurrence. Now, we may have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 day, but there's days where there's $0 days. Weekends used to be one of our biggest things, and there's weekends now where we won't get a sale all weekend. And you come in and it's like, here's the stuff from Friday, but then nothing came in over the weekend. And it was like, oh, and so I need to tighten that up. I need to figure out what's going on with that. How do I better my marketing? Am I marketing to the right people? And then what I realize is a lot of the people that we are marketing to are people that are in the industry that are working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So they're not working on the weekends, ordering things, doing things like that. They're not like Brian and submitting orders at, 11 o'clock at night. These screen printers apparently, have normal hours in that, but so that's why orders weren't coming in, because we weren't focusing so much on that crafter per se, the one that's doing it at the nights, the ones that are doing it on the weekends. And we've noticed that with just our marketing stuff, when we start marketing more at night, those services, we start seeing those orders more at night. So it's something I need to do. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this first 8-week journey goes and the second 8-week journey goes, and how we can make it all work out. And so that's the goal. That's the goal, to make everything rocking and rolling for it. And he says, how much of your business is still sublimation? Do you think it's fading out? Surprise, surprise, Rena. Our business is never really a big into sublimation. We will do jobs here and there, but it was never like a main focus of ours of, oh, hey, we need to do this. The biggest time of year from us was now through Christmas for ornaments. And then if we decided to push something through the rest of the year, but we've never had a business plan in place to focus solely on the sublimation side of things. And I know people that are crushing it with sublimation, and that's all they're doing, because their niche is going to be those personalized gifts, those one-off moments where, yes, you can go buy them from places online and that, but now you're supporting a local small business, and you're being able to do it with that. So I do see still a firm grasp on that. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. There's so many niches to be in where with sublimation just crushes it. Things like, hey, George is on here. George does phenomenally at all over printed shirts, the sublimation on the the memorial side, the funeral side of things. So that's where it just makes sense. You get it into your niche, where it is. What methods are best for that? How can I do different things in that same realm of things? On the sports side of things, armbands, socks, those are sublimation heavy things where people love to see it, full color all over shirts. Another thing, it just depends on what your core business is. And is sublimation a big part of that core business, or is it more of we have it if we need it type thing? And Christine, good morning. Target confusion is a real thing. Part of the fun of having your own business is the possibility. It's hard to narrow it down sometimes. I think it always is for us, because with us, we just, we've done so much over the years. We started in 2007, and our core was apparel. And as it went on, it's brought in other things for us. It was like we were doing a good amount of signs, banners, decals, and so we're sourcing that out, and then we brought our own machines so we could do that, and then decided to help others do that same thing. So it supplemented that. Then we saw the fall off on the printed side, so it's time to get into DTF. You've seen that up and down journey, and I tell everybody now, unless you're doing consistently daily 100 linear feet, there is no reason for anybody to go out and invest in a DTF printer. All the hassle that goes into it, all the frustration, all the new swear words that you learn, just order prints. And I'm not just saying order prints because we sell them. I'm saying order prints because at the end of the day, that's what's going to help you, not be as stressed out about things. We've seen the rise and fall of so many things. We've seen, companies go under that were huge companies. We've seen, the rise of little companies, and you find your niche and you work with it. I don't ever want to be a trend chaser, because I've seen far too many of those come on, build up a big presence on this, and as that trend starts to die out, they hop onto the next thing, and then they do that same thing. And 5 trends later, their first people have no clue who they are on that 5th one. With us, we're always here to, to support those other small businesses here in the apparel decoration realm. I can get any business to 100 grand with the heat press. That's the non-issue there. But for me, we want to be to that 300 to 500,000 level. What do I need to get there? I know 302 people is about capped out for us doing all the production for it. So we're working on systems to be put in place, so we're able to surpass that without any stumbling blocks. So if we set the goal that, hey, at 1 million, this is what we need, and these are the people we need in place, we start working towards that. As we cross these thresholds, cross these finish lines of certain goals, we will be able to handle it. And it's that planning process, and that's a reverse engineering. There's so much in it that you're able to do, but you got to find that focus, and that's what we're doing with it. Anytime, Rena. That's what I got with it. And Christine, yes, I saw that my YouTube channel name still reflects my old podcast. I probably need to change that. I figured out who you were because I saw the picture. And Sarah says, I will pay you all day long to do for our DTF, and we do order what I consider to be a lot, but there is no way I want to do that again. Yeah, and Sarah does place a good amount of orders. It's not 100 linear feet a day. I'd like, so that's 100 linear feet a day, but it's the process with that. So let's get a DTF printer. Well, okay, now you need to manage that DTF printer. So you're standing in front of that printer and you're watching it go, because, hey, listen, like owning a DTF printer is like raking leaves in a tornado. You don't know what the hell's going to happen, right? You're just there for the experience of it. So anything can happen at any time. So it's not something that you just walk away from. You're there with it. So you get it done. So in most instances, it's not, you need to hire somebody to run it. Okay, well, now if you're hiring somebody here, Illinois, minimum wage, $15 an hour, that's $35,000 a year. So right off the bat, $35,000 on that. We've got a machine that's going to cost us 25 plus. So now we've got $60,000 wrapped up in this employee machine. So just on numbers alone, to make this work, what's the minimum that has to be sold to be able to make that? Well, some people say you need to double it. So just to break even, you need to sell, $120,000. Some people say you need to triple it. So I need to sell $180,000 just to break even on this. Because, just because you sell 100,000 in transfers doesn't mean that you're not, that you're making that. There's still consumables, there's still print heads, there's still the build out of it, because you want to make sure you have a conditioned space, you want to make sure you have ventilation, you want to make sure that you have all these things in place. And if you don't, you can run into issues. And then add to it that if you don't have a backup plan in place, so if you didn't buy 2 printers, what happens when yours goes down? Because inevitably it will go down. You will have issues with it. Do you have a good support system in place to be able to help you with that? That's what we did, is we built that support system. Now that support system can handle our overflow. That support system can do the work for us with a simple click of a button. So now I can focus on doing more sales, because my volume that I can do can go way up in a day. I can have a lot more go out the door with the same amount of effort from me. And that's what we'll work on our goals to create these partnerships with people that are able to help us grow our business. And that's what we can do for you as well. That's the whole goal behind this. And Christine says you have to diversify. You have to have diversity. I've decided I'm going to write stuff until I can run out of words. I have another newsletter in the works and a couple of books. Love it. And me, I have to do the brain dumps. I have to put the stuff down on paper. Some of it, if I'm writing down my list of stuff, and by day 3, if that stuff's still there, I really start thinking about it. So Monday, I'll start with, here's my list of everything that's in my head that I want to work on. Some of the stuff is project-based that you're working back and forth on. Like right now, does anybody have a lead on wholesale of the blank BMX motocross plates that go on the front handlebars? Anybody have a lead on wholesale blank ones, not retail ones that I'm spending $15 to $30 for? I would like considerably less than that. So anybody has a lead in that, leave that in the comments or send me a message. But trying to figure that out, what am I going to do? Write it all out for it. If there's still stuff on the list on Friday and I can look back and there's not a note with it, we're waiting on artwork, we're waiting on decision makers to happen, we're waiting on something. If it's still on that list and it's been there since Monday, it is not important to me. Why the hell is it on my list? Just because I think I need to do it It's that back burner idea. So that goes to the back burner ideas. If I'm ever out of ideas on things, I can go here and re-look at that. Does it make sense? Most times it doesn't, but I need to focus, refocus, get tight on things. I stepped out of my comfort zone with what I spent yesterday, and we're gonna make the most of it. I need to make the most of it because it might not have been a huge investment for some, but I felt it was a huge investment for us and our business. So we'll see how that all plays out. Now, with that, we have our mentorship call that is starting here at 9:30, so 28 minutes. You want to sign up for that, you can join us right here, patreon.com/fatdadmc. Only $20 a month. That call starts in 28 minutes. As soon as I get off here, I will go there and get that set up, so that's good to go. And then we have Work on Your Business Wednesday going on over our mentorship community from 11 a.m. Central Standard Time to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that will be open rock solid for you there. I'll be hopping in and out because we'll be doing stuff. You got to get all the videos posted. That's my number one goal. That's there. And then I've got homework to do for my call tomorrow night. So I got stuff rocking and rolling that I got to do with. So as we do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, make sure to like and subscribe, join, do all that stuff. So that way we're able to see who are sharing. Sharing's caring. This is free. This type of information that you like, let us know and what you want to talk about. And we do our best to be able to push that. So until next time, folks, peace, love, press on. We will see you next time.